My mom was talking about you with me and saying that you are a little too wrapped up in the past, as if you're forgetting that the future is waiting with endless possibilities. She mentioned how you are a little too hesitant to make the bold moves that could change everything. It's like you're standing at the edge, but not taking the leap. She said you're a little too afraid to show your true self, as if the world might not accept the real you. But I think it's time to embrace who you are. She noted that you are a little too serious, like you've forgotten how to laugh at life's little imperfections. Sometimes the best moments are in the flaws. Mom said you are a little too focused on trying to make everything perfect, as if perfection is a goal rather than an illusion. She said you are a little too concerned about what everyone else thinks, when the only opinion that truly matters is your own. Mom was telling me that you are a little too quick to shut down new ideas, as if you've forgotten how powerful a fresh perspective can be. She pointed out how you are a little too stubborn sometimes, holding on to things that no longer serve you. Mom mentioned how you're a little too distracted by distractions, and I think it's time to reclaim your focus and your dreams. She said you are a little too eager to help others, but sometimes you forget that taking care of yourself first is just as important. She thinks you're a little too afraid of change, as if everything new is something to fear rather than an opportunity to grow. Mom said you are a little too focused on the negatives in life when there is so much beauty to be found in the simplest moments. She said you're a little too hard on yourself and that you should remember that growth happens in the moments when we embrace our flaws. She mentioned how you're a little too quick to put others' needs ahead of your own, as if your own desires don't matter as much. Mom told me that you are a little too set in your ways, and I think you could unlock so much more potential by embracing new paths. She said you're a little too disconnected from your own emotions, as if you're afraid of what they might reveal. She mentioned you're a little too reluctant to express your feelings, even though your voice deserves to be heard. Mom said you are a little too focused on the destination and not enough on the journey, as if you're missing out on the joy in the process. She said you're a little too self-critical, and I wish you could see yourself the way others see you, as someone truly incredible. Mom told me that you are a little too quick to put up walls, and I think it's time to tear those down and let love in. She pointed out that you are a little too cautious when it comes to taking risks, but sometimes the greatest rewards lie just beyond the comfort zone. Mom said you are a little too focused on what you lack, when in reality, you are abundant in so many ways. She said you are a little too quick to judge yourself, forgetting that growth is a process, not an overnight transformation. Mom told me you're a little too hard on your past, not realizing that every mistake is just another lesson. She said you're a little too focused on finding perfection when perfection isn't a destination, it's a journey. She mentioned how you are a little too busy, and I think it's important for you to slow down and enjoy the present moment. Mom said you are a little too concerned about the expectations of others, but your life is your own, and you don't owe anyone anything. She told me that you are a little too hesitant to trust others when the people who care about you only want to see you happy. Mom said you are a little too focused on the past, and it's keeping you from moving forward with the possibilities of today. She pointed out that you are a little too defensive at times, and I think there's strength in letting your guard down. Mom said you are a little too caught up in the details, and sometimes it's the bigger picture that matters most. She said you are a little too afraid of failure when failure is just the first step to success. Mom mentioned that you are a little too dependent on others for validation, and I think it's time for you to find that confidence within yourself. She said you are a little too focused on being liked when true happiness comes from being authentic. Mom said you are a little too absorbed in what could go wrong when you should be focusing on what could go right. She pointed out that you are a little too focused on your flaws, but we all have imperfections, and they make us who we are. She said you are a little too quiet about your dreams, and I think it's time to shout them from the rooftops. Mom said you are a little too busy trying to please others, and I think it's time to start living for yourself.